morning. I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Tomorrow's shearing day, so we gotta get our last minute preparations done today. But before that, it's chore time. Okay, this is the first feeding of the massive group of rams. Katie, stay here. See if they can all figure it out. Everybody looks like they're okay, so no fighting. The young lads adapted to their new home. Today, you can see how dark it is. It is supposed to rain or snow today, and it feels brutal again. I know I always say that, but it's very, very like it's that sink into your bones type of cold. Just nasty. I don't know. It seems like this winter has dragged on way more than normal. I'm in with these two little lambs that were born last. I still don't trust this one lamb. He just always looks hunchy, but he's not cold or anything. He's had an enema, but I just don't feel like he's nursing off his mom. So what I'm doing is I'm giving him a little bit of milk, enough to stop him from starving to death, but not enough to keep him really full, because I want him to start going to his mom. And I've yet to see him on his mom, so I can't take a risk at that age. So I just tubed him a couple of syringes, and we'll see if he gets motivated to suck. I'm just waiting to come in here one day and see him nursing, and then I know it's all over, because once they've done it once, they do it all the time. But he has no excuse to not nurse, because you can see her nipples are really nice. Everything's nicely set up about the mom. And that's why I said when we're judging lambs that we're not going to keep, it's easy to pick out the cull lambs, because they're the ones that just aren't thriving. And then we would go and look at the mothers. Were the mothers poor mothers, and that's why the lambs weren't thriving? Most people would assume that was the reason, but it is not always the reason. Sometimes you just have a dozy lamb who just can't figure it out, isn't driven even to go nurse as often as it should. And like I said in the past, that's a downward spiral if you stop eating to your potential, because you start to get weaker, and the weaker you get, the more lazy and less motivated you get. It's a vicious cycle. So I'm going to tag these guys today, because I think it's been 3 days now, and I like to do them at 2 days. But I've been wanting this guy to get a little better. And who knows, maybe there's something wrong with him. Or maybe I'm just not here when he's nursing. I don't know, but I don't trust him. He doesn't look like his brother. So I am going to tag them today. The lambs in the family group are doing okay. We're just waiting for those two in the jug to be up and nursing to bring these all to the coverall as a group. So we have plenty of room in here, but normally if we hadn't had those two in the jugs, we would have brought this group over. But we'll wait a few days. I'm happy to see the white and the black sheep getting along there. And of course I assume this is Thelma, because I think Thelma is the instigator of Louise. I'll go around to the other side and see whose face we're looking at here. But at least the family group's all doing good in here. Back here we have the boys that are going to get sheared tomorrow. They're all getting along now, because we got some of the big lads in here as well. These are the stragglers, still straggling. But looking good. And how are you guys all doing in this barn? Hi, Chewy. You're the only black face in this group. Yeah, you are. But Chewy's mom was a white face ewe. Chewy's mother was bred by an escapee ram who jumped in and bred her. And that's why Chewy's got a black face. Hey, sweetheart. So I just finished tagging these guys. So they're both done here. But the little guy, I didn't bother docking his tail because I'm pretty positive he's not going to end up being a keeper ram. Because you really don't want to keep a ram when you've got so many more to choose from who right off the bat is a problem ram. So he doesn't have to go through the tail docking thing. But he is tagged and everything. Now I'm second guessing myself because you never know. I'm seeing he's pretty wide all the way along. Maybe I'll dock him just in case. And right when I said that, he went to his mom's udder. So maybe the little guy is nursing. Hi, buddy. I have to give this mom credit, though, because I just checked her records, and she is an A-year ewe. So if you do the math on that, she's 10 years old and had twin lambs. And looks, I mean, she's a little in poor shape, but for her age, she looks extremely, extremely good. I would never have guessed her just by looking at her that she was that old, because usually something will start to fall apart, like especially the udders. But she has a fantastic udder. The only thing that would make her appear a little older to me would be that maybe her condition isn't as good. I find once they get older, it's harder to keep the condition on when you're having babies. And the dad of these two is snappy. So old ewe genetics and old ram genetics there. So we'll see how these lambs do. I imagine maybe the lamb's hunchy because her milk isn't as abundant as it should be. And that would be age related too, because she does have milk on both sides. But again, when they get to be up in that 10-year-old range, that's really the max of how long they're going to be productively producing lambs and milk and stuff. So I'm guessing just by the age that maybe she doesn't have enough. And the more vigorous lamb, again, along that topic of the drive to thrive, the bigger one could easily be taking more than his fair share. Just guessing, but usually there's a reason behind what's happening with your lambs, and if you can figure it out, it makes it a whole lot easier in dealing with them. So I told you it was feeling really cold today, and if you can see, not sure if it shows up, but we're starting to get snow. I brought an extra bottle today, and sure enough, that other one did come up again for the bottle, but doesn't quite know how to do it yet, so it's kind of chewing at it more than sucking at it, but it should figure it out. So in this group of little lambs, it's another straw day. Got a lot of sheep in here, so the bedding gets mucky pretty quickly. Since we're putting straw out, Sally the Shetland came out to this entryway, so I put her, she's back there if you see, I put her in this smaller group. She does better in smaller groups, and this is the really big pen now with hardly any sheep in it, so she's in here with this group now. This group over here is just a little bit too much pressure for an old ewe. As I head out to do afternoon chores, it's not looking very spring-like at all. Oh, gosh. All the family group is up front here because Arnie's removing manure. So that group of ewes is in the back pen here. So I'm just going to feed this little guy his bottle. Everybody here was napping, so I've disturbed them all. This is Selma. Thought I'd come say hello to her. She's nestled here. Louise just got up. Here's one of the Suffolk ewe lambs. They're actually all pretty cozy right now in this bigger pen. Well, in this smaller pen, sorry. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's the time of day when the sheep are the most quiet and calm. She just lay down there, right in front of the door that I gotta go out in a minute. And there she is, chewing her cud. Try it if you like. You're not really a bottle baby, but you can have it. Would you like some? No, not really. You guys don't need it because even though your mom only has half an udder, she's doing a great job. She is. Hi. You are a pretty girl. Are you Cammie's lamb? Are ya? Hi, Thelma. Aw, Thelma, you're an angel. You really are. It's funny how some sheep, naturally, if you put your hand out to them, they might tentatively sniff you, but most will run away. And others that have never been handled before will just stay there and become super pets, like Thelma here. And Looney's like that too. Hi. You're just lovely. You really are. And Scotty. Same with barn cats. Male tomcats that just appear in your yard that are super pets as well. Ah. Scotty it is. And Scotty loves to be pet and loves to be loved, but he's a silly cat because when you pet him and you pet him too much, then he starts the clawing thing and it's painful. So you only pet him a limited amount of time, otherwise you're going to get clawed. Yes, you're a silly cat. That gives me the opportunity to get out because she's moved from my gate. Emmy, what is it? So in here, Arnie's taking all the manure out. You can see that side's all done. This side is done, but he needed to drive through this side to get it finished, because you have to go around to get to the other side. Just got to get into this corner now. came in here in the nick of time. After this, I believe we're going to have a coffee break. Glad we moved the sheep yesterday because they would not have liked being out there today. Neither would we. Feeling very displaced now that he's in a new barn. Oh, honey. I know. You do. You feel a little displaced. Hi. Hi. And hello there. You're such a nice Rammy. Yes, you are. You guys are all nice. All the older Dorset rams are staying up front in a group, and all the young lads are staying back there, but they're all getting along. So it's nice to see. I don't like it when they fight. Such pretty boys. Oh, buddy. You're such a big lad. You're going to be in a breeding group soon, and then you're going to be really happy, I think. I do. Yeah, I think that's going to make your day. Yeah. Okay, so now a bale of straw's coming in here because we got to get these guys all bedded up again now. Go to the girls. But I told Arnie he needs to put down more straw. Go on, you guys. That's just a start. Now the boys have to come out, and the boys want to come this way. There you go, boys. Go that way, go on. Go that way, turn around. You don't want to go that way? Go on, turn around. There you go, buddies. Right now I'm holding these to be sheared girls back while Arnie takes the rest of this bale away. It wasn't a very good bale, so yeah, when you roll it out you don't always know that, but he's gonna get rid of this one, and he's got a new one at the end of the feeder there ready for these girls. Because we don't want anyone getting sick, and we want them eating well too. If the hay's not good, they don't want to eat it as much. And I mean, in desperation, if you left it there, they would eat it. But we never want them to be in desperation mode. That's not what it's about. We want them to have the best we can possibly give them. So Arnie needed to get him with the skid steer so he could get that bale, and then we'll Give him some fresh, clean stuff. You'll like that, won't ya? Hi, Peanut. Hi. We're getting you some fresh stuff. Yeah, we are. We're getting fresh stuff. There, now they're all eating. You can usually tell when there's something wrong with the hay. If you have a full trough and no one's eating, they're just kind of looking at it or picking at it, there's probably something wrong with it. Except for you always get a rebel where you toss the old hay out. Now she's got to eat it because it's something new, tossed into the bedding. Because it's shearing day tomorrow, we want to make sure everything is topped up today so that our chores get done quickly, because we'll be shearing all day long, so we don't need extra chores on top of our chores. So Arnie's stocking up all the creek feed so he doesn't have to do that tomorrow. Come off this little guy's abscess today, so we thought we might try poke it and see if we can get some pus out of there and help on his vision. First we're going to swab it off with an antiseptic wipe. There, now we're going to just give it a little poke, not too much, just so that it will pop out. What, do you want me to hold his head more?
No. This one should be a little sharper.
Maybe I won't show it because some people might say that that's not good.
Okay,
it definitely has pus coming out of it. So what we do is even though it's not like a disease, we don't want the bacteria infection stuff going into the...
Oh, that smells, eh?
Is that good enough, you think?
No, it's not, but the bag's running all over the bag. Yeah.
Is
I
it?
think it's all out. But I think we should have some peroxide.
So we got a whole bunch out there.
He'll feel way better now.
Yeah, well, he was actually feeling fine. Like he wasn't sick or anything. But it looked ready, so we eased the pressure a little bit. And here's Luther. Luther, have a look over here. Oh, now he's not gonna. Luther, turn around. Anyway, they never turn around. There. Come on, turn around, buddy. Remember he had a little eye infection earlier? It's all cleared up now. He's just got some of the debris left on his eyelids, but it's totally gone away. So the last thing we have to do is prepare the shearing area for tomorrow. So that means putting up some chutes in this barn, putting down a plywood floor for the shearer to do the work on, because they like to work on the plywood, not on the cement or the muck. So that's what we're up to right now. So we've got the chutes set up. They are rounded up into this loading tub here. Then they come through this little gate and down the chute. We've got a guillotine here to let the sheep that's gonna be shorn through here. So we'd open this gate and the shearer just pulls the sheep over onto its bum and shears right here. Over in this front section, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to load a sheep through this little gate. It's going to go underneath, and it's going to be locked up in this little front pen here. And this sheep is the lure. She'll be the last one sheared for the day, and she'll sit there, and the sheep, as they come through the chute there, they'll see that one sitting up there and they'll think, oh, there's a sheep up there, run. So they'll run in the chute, and they load much, much quicker that way if you have a sheep to lure them in. If you don't have anyone up here, they're going to say, what the? I'm not going down that tunnel. Like, what's down there? That's scary. But the fact that there's a sheep there, it works every time. Now what we have to do is set up the holders for the wool bags. We usually have one holder that holds the actual fleeces and one that holds the scrap pieces of wool. And tomorrow we had someone who wanted to buy a fleece, so I'm gonna hold back a really nice fleece for somebody as well. So this blue wool bag holder is one that we purchased, but the next one Arnie's going to install here is the one that he made, and it's a little more robust than the one that we bought. So they're set up and ready to go. I think we're set in here. Arnie, didn't you get something in the mail today? What did you get?
Cutter. I've never seen one in my life.
What?
I've never seen one in my life.
Someone anonymous sent a really different pizza cutter.
Not a pizza wheel cutter.
It's like a pizza scissor or something.
Yeah, and now we have it. I just feel like I gotta eat more pizza to make it worth my while. Thank you very much for the gift. I can't wait to try it out. Okay, are we all ready to go, Lynn?
We're all ready to go, Arnie.
So, big day tomorrow? Is that correct?
Yes, Arnie.
Did you have a good day today, Lynn?
It's another work day, Arnie.
So, we got the shearer coming.
Yeah,
And we had to run a few errands.
that's right.
And we had to go to the grocery store.
And I got picked up.
And Lynn was at the deli apartment. We were going to pick up some sandwich meat. And that dirty little Lynn, that cougar, lured right into that guy. And someone was trying to pick up my wife.
I wasn't a cougar, Arnie. A cougar is someone hitting on a younger guy.
Lynn?
He wasn't a younger guy.
Lynn, the next time we walk through the grocery store, Lynn, I'll show you how a cougar walks. Let me have the camera.
Cougar is after the younger guys. This guy, when I ordered the deli meat, he said, "Are you gonna give me your phone number with that?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "You didn't hear me, did you?" And I said, "It's just starting to sink in now, but at my age, I don't hear that too often." And he says, "Oh, what? You're only like 50 maybe?" And I said, "I'm a lot older than that." And he says, "Well, do you have your phone? You gonna give me your phone number?" I said, "But my husband's here." And he says, "Take your hands out of your pocket," because I was standing like this. And I didn't have any rings on my fingers.
How convenient.
How convenient. But he picked it up. So he said, "Well, you can't blame me for trying."
You're feeling like a pretty hot little woman right now, eh?
Pretty much.
Oh, I tell
I
you.
can't remember the last time that happened.
You hot thing, you, Lynn.
Probably like 40 years ago.
Oh, and she's happy today.
Okay.
She's real happy.
Okay, turn it off now, Arnie.
Oh, are we happy, hon? Oh, here she comes.
Arnie's just jealous.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. It was just a ruthless day all day. But we did some groceries because we needed to get food for the shearer. And right now it's looking beautiful. So, fingers crossed that we have a nice day tomorrow. Because usually for shearing day, it's a miserable day. So it'd be nice if it was a nice day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give us a like or subscribe or definitely send a comment. We love to hear from you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you join us tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.